Hello everyone, this is the Book Bard, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about my criteria for what to find and what I should pick up whenever I'm out scoping for books. Now, when I'm out scouting for books, I have a handful of places that I go to. If it's not somebody that I'm immediately associated with, like a friend or that friend's family that's in need of help, which has happened in even the short lifetime of my store, if it's not those things, then it's going out to thrift markets or second-hand shops or flea markets and seeing what's available there for discounted prices. Something that can get overwhelming to somebody who's new at this is, well, what do I do whenever I'm in the middle of the shop, in the store, and I've got these books that I'm interested in? How do I know what to pick up? And there are a handful of tools that I use. This is just what I use. Many people do all sorts of other things, and feel free to cross-reference or whatever works for you. But I do get the free Book Scouter scanner. It doesn't make any noise on your phone or anything like that. I don't pick out every single book off of the shelf. I usually have a criteria, like, is it nonfiction? Does it, in my case, my bookstore being particularly nonfiction, is it collectible? Does it even have an ISBN number? Sometimes you can't even scan it with the Book Scouting app, but for those books that do have barcodes and ISBN numbers, Book Scouter does a pretty good job at showing you mostly updated prices on Amazon, what's listed in a bunch of other places that it cross-references where people resell. If there is something there that I find that, say, in the thrift store that is $2, I will want to know if it will sell 10 times more than what I've paid. So I go by the 10% route. I'm going to buy it for 10% of what it's going to sell for. Now, I run a lot of sales within my Pango bookstore. During the week, it's usually 10 to 15% off so that it entices online buyers. And then during the weekends, when I run deeper sales, it's usually up to 30% off the entire store. And I take that percentage discount into account whenever I'm looking at these, going, am I going to make 10 times what I paid for it? And that's what I find is worth it for me to invest in these books. So I'm very picky about what I choose. For one, is it nonfiction, collectible, history, religious? Is it have to do with historic occult? Does it have to do with basically, if you go through my Pango Book shop, you'll see what my criteria is. It's very specific. I am not a very generalized bookseller. I'm very specialized. So once you see something on Book Scouter and it might match that price, you might want to cross-reference a few other websites like eBay if there are any updated listings, and really price compare from there to see if it's worth you buying and listing. Whenever you get a book that pops up on Book Scouter as, well, this could be a $50 book, it could be a $60 book for resale, just make it a practice to compare. You just copy that ISBN number from Book Scouter, paste it into your browser on your phone, and price compare on Google. So that's primarily what I do. It takes just a few seconds to do, and you can do it right there in the aisle as you're browsing books and as you're looking through them for their contents and their damages and condition and all that kind of good stuff. So, and then from there, the second thing is make for yourself those guidelines. My guideline is the 10% guideline, so that I'll know in the future what it is that it'll sell for. Even if it does take a long time, the investment is worthwhile. So come up with a standard for yourself as you're going through this source material in the bookstores or in the thrift shops or whatever you have for resale, and come up with a criteria that works for you. That works for me economically. I'm perfectly happy with it. It seems like most people think that the prices are pretty fair. I haven't gotten a lot of pushback on that, thankfully, but I do believe that setting limits is a good thing, especially if you're going to be a specialized bookseller. If you don't have a book that comes up on the Book Scouting app, you may have to look on a Google search if you download Google Lens, or if you have the Google app, it will have a photograph camera little area that you could take a picture of something, and you can kind of look up all of the listings from there that pop up. And this goes for things that don't have ISBN numbers. This has a lot to do with books that are, say, antiquarian books, and you really want to take a picture of that front page, the title page, as well as the printing information to kind of get a little bit more information about it. This also works really well for foreign language books. I found that to be the case for Japanese books, and for Arabic books, and for Spanish books, because they have a whole different database that they rely upon instead of just ISBN numbers. So, and not all Google listings are listed in English. But in the case of a couple of treasures that I have found, I've had to use this method and have actually been pleasantly surprised by taking out Google Lens, taking a picture, and having it read what the book is, what the contents are on the title page or the front cover, and seeing if there are any listings. And in the case of a recent one, this Audre Lorde Cancer Journals, it turns out that whenever I bought this one for $2 at a thrift store, and it is signed, hand signed by Audre Lorde, this was actually worth $2,000. It could actually be worth more, but the only other listing online was for $2,400, which is what I compared to, and it was through a Google Lens search that I did that. But that's my method. That's kind of my methodology. The Book Scouting app is completely free. The Google app is completely free. I don't use any kind of paid subscriptions to kind of these online information repositories or anything like that. So when I really say that if I can do this book selling thing, if I could do it, you can do it, I really mean it. These tools are available to you. And there are plenty of books that get thrown away into the thrift store bins and shelves, as well as to library sales and things like that, that you could buy for pennies on the dollar, and they could be worth something very special to you, or to invest in for the future, or to resell. All of those things are perfectly valid, but it takes a lot of work, it takes some knowledge, and you'll notice that as you grow in your process, you'll grow in that knowledge of what printings sell best, what conditions sell best, what subject matter sells best, and you'll create a fan base or a reader base or a customer base that way. So I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to message or comment, and please like and subscribe. I would love to do more videos like this in the future. If it helps you, I know that doing this also helps me. And if you are curious about my shop, just head over to Pango Books and type in the Book Bard, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thanks, guys.